Hey everybody, if you're getting this video, it's because I see that you're struggling on the conic sections and I want to go over the answers to the quiz with you. So we're all working from home. I know we miss each other and I know you're frustrated, but I really thank you for sticking with it and sticking with me. Hang in there. We're going to get through this. Only a few more weeks probably. At the end of this video, there is a secret message. When you get to it, you'll know it, and then I want you to email it to me. So at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a special message. If you email it to me, then I know you watched the video, and that's how you're going to get that assignment moved from missing to complete. So you won't need to take the quiz over. I just want you to tell me that you did watch the whole video. All right, so let's go over the conic sections assessment. So one of the first questions was your name in your hour. You would be surprised at how many people got their math hour wrong. Anyway, which of the following is not a conic section? A cube is not a conic section. This next equation is the equation of a circle, and what is the center? Well, we would go right 1, down 5. So 1, -5. That was the correct answer there. This next question, what's the radius of this circle? Well, this value right here, 16, is the radius squared. So the square root of 16 will give you the radius 4. In this next equation, I have an ellipse. I know that it's an ellipse because the x squared is being added to the y squared. Both of these things are positive. Since the number 100 is underneath the x squared, and 100 is larger than 25, I know that this ellipse is going to be oriented horizontally. It's going to be more lefty-righty. So the correct answer to this one was horizontally because the number under the x squared was the larger of the two numbers. This is another equation of an ellipse, but this time the bigger number, the 81, is underneath the y squared, and so it's going to be oriented vertically. The vertices of this ellipse right here are going to be located, well, let's see, they're going to be located up and down. 81 is larger than 49, so that tells me that the ellipse is going to be oriented vertically. The square root of 81 is 9. So from the center at 1, 0, or -1, 0, I'm going to go up 9 and down 9. So the correct answer was this point right here, go up 9 and down 9. So left 1, up 0, but then up and down 9. The correct answer for that one was that. All right, foci of an ellipse that's oriented horizontally, so in other words, it's going to be moving more left and right. The foci will be to the left and the right of the center. And then when you're talking about an ellipse, the foci are inside of the ellipse. So it goes center, and then foci, foci, and then vertex, vertex, and then you make that oval shape through the vertices. Next question is a hyperbola. Now this hyperbola is going to be opening to the left and to the right because x squared is positive. Since the x squared term is the positive term, it's going to be like an ellipse that's oriented horizontally, but that has been filleted open, like you would fillet a fish, laid open left and right. Now this hyperbola, obviously the y squared part is positive, so it's going to be oriented up and down, or it's going to be opening up and down because the y squared part is positive. The center of this hyperbola will be, well, here's my x term, move it to the left 3. Here's my y term, move it up 6. Left 3, up 6. Left 3, up 6. There's your center. The vertices of this hyperbola, again, is opening up and down because the y squared part is positive. The vertices will be up and down or above and below the center. The length of the transverse axis on a hyperbola. Remember that the transverse axis is the distance between your vertices. So it's the length from one vertex through the center to the other vertex. Since I don't care where my center is, but because it's opening up and down, y squared is positive, I would go up 9 and down 9, making the total length of the transverse axis 18. Now this hyperbola is going to have a transverse axis that moves, or that is left and right, horizontal. And x squared is positive. That's how I know that the hyperbola opens to the left and to the right. That's how I know that it has a horizontal transverse axis. The number underneath the x squared is 25, whose square root is 5. And then 5 plus 5 would give me a 10. So from the center, I'm going to go to the right 5. I'm going to go to the left 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. Now, this next question is about a parabola. This equation represents a parabola. Y equals x squared. That's going to be up and down. And then this is positive, so it's going to be opening up. Now, this parabola is x equals something y squared. X equals y squared, which means it's going to have opening left or to the right. And the negative sign tells us go to the left. So the parabolas are a little confusing. Maybe go back and watch the parabola video again. That was from, I think, April 2nd, April 1st or April 2nd. Now, this parabola is again x and a y squared. So x and y squared. The y squared tells me it's going to open left or right. The number in front of the y squared is positive. So that means it's going to be opening to the right. And its focus will be in this first quadrant. So I'm going to go to the left 3. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to go to the left 3. I'm going to go up 4. So from my center, I'm going to go left 3 and up 4. This is my vertex. My focus will probably be in quadrant 2. Yep. I needed to think about my shift rules though. And then because this is a parabola, we've already decided this is going to be opening, it's going to open to the right. That means that its directrix will be up and down, vertical. And then lastly, this question was asking for the standard form of the conic section. So this required a whole bunch of completing the square and all that good stuff. But right off the bat, I know that I'm going to have something with an x squared, something with a y squared, and whatever is in front of the y squared needs to be negative. So I can choose this one right here without doing any other work. X squared, y squared, and then the y squared is negative. So that's how I can kind of guess my way through that one. All right, so hopefully you're at least a little familiar with the vocabulary. I'm going to ask you to, first of all, I'm going to thank you for making it all the way to the end of this video. And then I want you to email me the following message. Okay, got it. So send me an email that says, okay, got it. And then I'll change your grade from missing to complete, and we will move on from conic sections. Okay, got it. Thanks, everybody. Bye.